YouTubers, video games. They go hand in hand. Chances are, if you've been on YouTube for a fucking day, you probably stumbled across someone's Minecraft playthrough.
I need help! Ah! Oh god, my arm! Oh my, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? Oh my god, did that guy just blow up, try to blow me up with a bomb? Was that a terrorist?
Okay, well, maybe you don't want to watch that guy anymore. What I'm trying to say is gaming on YouTube back in like 2014 was most likely the biggest thing on the site at the time.
So I'll play through.
And some YouTubers decided they would make their own games because they love the medium and they wanted to show their appreciation to the fans and they wanted to give back, and it was definitely for no other reason.
We've got to have money.
Okay, it's kind of clear to see that most YouTuber games, if not all of them, were just made for money. Like the game that was made by The Odd Ones Out. But like, let's be honest, it wasn't. It was just this like Canadian studio where we went to him and said, "Oi, do you want to have your character in this?" And James was like, fuck it. Doesn't matter though, since you can't fucking play it anymore. And this isn't the only game like this. Trying to find any of these games now is fucking impossible. It's probably easier to break into the fucking CIA than to play Annoying Orange Splatter Up. Mostly they're taken down by the creators, or just don't work on modern phones. So I'm going to be talking about 2 I've played, and the rest is probably some 10-year-old who recorded himself with his 78-year-old camera. And I'm not talking about YouTubers in games like Minecraft Story Mode,
I'm Captain Sparkles.
or Mr. Beast in Fortnite, or that shitty game mode he did. PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator, that's what we're talking about. Speaking of which...
That's a lot of views for your first video. Congratulations. Nowhere near what I get though.
Tuber Simulator, which is actually one of the only YouTuber games that can be still played today. Now this isn't the only game Felix has made that is still on the App Store. For example, you got this one, PewDiePie Pixel Links. And I didn't really know which one to pick, should I go for an old PewDiePie game, or the new one, which one do I go for? But it came down to one deciding factor. Will Pixel Links teach me how to get 10 mil subs on YouTube? I didn't think so, buddy. So the general gist of the game is you are a YouTuber, or tuber, as Felix calls it. Guess he's avoiding a trial. So there's 2 main currencies in the game, with views and bucks. Now, honestly, I really enjoyed this game. Someone fucking stole my name! I was planning on playing all the games I downloaded, all 2 of them, for about an hour each. Just so that I got like a general gist of them. But I got to a point where I stopped screen recording the game and I just started playing it and enjoying it. Something I didn't expect as well is that there were barely any ads or microtransactions. I mean, of course there's the option to spend money and watch ads.
Granny, I got the job.
Oh, wonderful!
And they're paying what I asked for.
Oh, well,
but it's not as pushed in your face as much as like an average mobile game where every other click will take you to an ad or make you pay a yearly subscription.
You found the tuber customization, where you can change the way you look, but not the way you smell. You smell.
So this is my room at the end of the first day. It's pretty nice, and yes, before you say anything, of course I had a beer on my desk.
Get that up, yeah.
And just to let you know, before you go hating on my room, my grandma said it's very pretty, so it doesn't really matter what you think. However, I don't recommend on using this app if you have a small YouTube channel, because you look at your views on the game, and then you look at it in real life, and you're like, please stop, just switch over, please, I am begging you, just switch.
Don't worry about Maya or Edgar. I throw them around all the time, and they're usually okay.
There's a lot of effort put into this game, and that's actually not too surprising. As in Felix's other game, Legend of the Brofist, it works and plays like an actual 2D platformer. Which, for a YouTuber game, hearing that it works like an average game, that's like the fucking highest compliment it can get. But you can't play Legend of the Brofist anymore. Thanks. Thanks for that, Felix. That's like the worst thing Felix has ever done. Maybe the second worst thing. Like most kids that grew up with unsupervised internet access, I grew up watching Smosh.
Anthony?
But during the 2010s, Smosh was actually like the first YouTubers to turn their YouTube channel into a business. And the best way I can describe this business is Vote from the Boys.
Here's the thing about saying fire truck.
They had clothes, they had a YouTube Red show, a movie, and some mobile games. They had Food Battle the game based on their Food Battle series.
I love you. I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, that one. But we're not talking about that one today, because it's not the one I wanted to play as a kid, and it's not the one that made me fucking want to kill myself. And I just kind of wanted to put this out there. It was a crowd-funded game that was taken down, like, a few years after it, and it raised $258,000. How has there not been some sort of lawsuit for this? But today, we're taking a look at Super Head Exploder. Yes, that's the title of this. It's fucking weird. Now, when I was looking for apps for this video, I kinda got a bit down. Most of the games that my favourite YouTubers had made were no longer on the App Store, and it just kinda made me feel kinda shit. But none of them did to me what happened when I found out Super Head Exploder was no longer on the App Store. But since it's gone, I guess we have to watch this kid's video. They fucking stole the idea from Face Raiders. I mean, just look at Ian's eyes. I can see the criminal behind them. Now, apparently the game was really successful, with downloads most likely being in the millions, and I can see why. I'm not even being sarcastic. Smosh was really popular back then, and it's just something I could see someone playing on the bus. Can't do it anymore, though. The game's nothing too special. You're just kind of moving up and down and shooting heads, but, like, I don't know, man. I always wanted to play this as a kid, and had it still been on the App Store, I would have played the living shit out of this, a bit like Tuber Simulator, but it's not there, and I don't even know what to say. I am just at a loss for words. And Ian and Anthony, if you're watching this, please, for the love of God, put it somewhere. Okay, I know I just said that Smosh was a bit like Vought International back in the day. But no, turns out that the real Vought is a 12-year-old boy's parents. Like, this boy is 12 years old, and he has his own toys, he has his own TV show, he has his own merch, and a fucking movie. How is the 12-year-old like a fucking Monopoly man? And yeah, believe it or not, he has his own video game. But not a mobile game, no. This lad has an actual physical game that you can purchase from a shop. It's called Race with Ryan, and on the box he's doing a fucking YouTube hostage face. But yeah, it turns out it costs money, and not only do I not want to put any more cash into this little shit's piggy bank, I also don't want to see the face of the guy selling it to me. The average customer base for this shit must be this, and this. Okay, but after looking at a quick video of the game, it's just a Mario Kart ripoff. The only difference is that when anything kind of happens to you, one of his thumbnail faces shows up. I'm scared. What if this little shit's in my closet? But like I said, because I didn't want to buy the game, I went with this one, Tag with Ryan, because it's free. My phone's on dark mode, so when I was downloading this game, I had to look myself in the eye. Okay, I've stalled enough. Let's just talk about it already. Okay, so I clicked on the app, and first impressions is I think I've seen this before. I don't know exactly where, but I think I've seen it. It plays the same as Subway Surfers. It's an endless runner, 3 lanes, and you're being chased. You collect sunshines and pizzas instead of coins, and you use them to buy costumes and revives. A bit like PewDiePie's game, there's no ads, but like, for this game, that's not a compliment.
Grubhub Perks give you deals on the.
I just have nothing to say about it. It's just Subway Surfers, but with Ryan plastered on it. Something I do want to point out, though, is that the game was kinda laggy. Not to the point where it's unplayable, but it's just something I noticed. I was just a bit like, yeah, that's a bit odd. I guess Ryan's just too much of a cheapskate to fork out one of his millions to make an actual good game. Anyway, let's start the game off. The SWAT team are already surrounding my house. I don't want to risk anything else. I think it's kind of easy to say that most YouTuber endeavors that don't revolve around the site are normally quite shit. I mean, some of these motherfuckers don't even know how to make a good shirt design. I was expecting all the games I looked at to be pretty shit, but I was pleasantly surprised. And if I'm gonna be honest, I kinda wish they were still on the store. I get it, it's probably nostalgia talking or something else, but even if it's just the option to be able to play them for just 20 minutes again, it would just be amazing. I get YouTubers now just kind of want to stick in their lane and making videos, and they don't really want to do anything else, and most of the time when they do other stuff, it's not what they want to do, it's what a company or a manager has told them to. But if any of them have like the ability to put these games back on the store, I hope they do one day. Or at least just have a way for us to play them again. I know most YouTuber games are pretty shit. Like when I was a kid, I think the only one I really played was like Annoying Orange Splatter Up, and that's like one of the fucking worst games I think I've ever seen in my life. But like I said, I think it'd just be fun if we got to play them again. But that's all I really have to say. Again, if any of them have the ability to put them on, I hope they do, but only time will tell. But anyway, I'm gonna get back onto PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop!